Hey everybody, it's Rob from Flailthroughs. This is Gundam Battle Operation 2, and this is just the plain old gym with a machine gun. I believe somebody requested this a while back. I think I filled that request, but if I did not, I apologize for not getting to it until now. I am kind of flaking out here and there because it's... Well, I've mentioned before what my situation is. I take care of my mother. She was hospitalized recently. She's doing better, but it takes a lot of brain and energy out of me to do that. So if I'm not keeping up on requests, if you have an outstanding request and I have not filled it yet, please contact me either, through my email or through Patreon and let me know, because I don't want to short anybody. And thank you everybody for being patient with me. But this is probably it's a level 3 gym, because that's what fits in the 200-point room. Here's one of the weirdnesses of Battle Operation 2 that I'm not always I'm not always cool with. There's no way to set it for 100-point rooms, but there are 100-point mobile suits. So you can be in the lowest cost rooms in the game with starter mobile suits and be at a severe disadvantage. That's not cool. So I really feel like they need to add 100-point rooms. Also, I'd like to see some low-cost things added, like Gundam the Origin mobile suits that would be good in there. But yeah, the standard gym is a pretty... It's decent. It suffers because it does not have a lot of special abilities. It has a couple of special kinds of radar, but mostly it is just the most basic mobile suit there is. It doesn't dodge roll. It doesn't have balancers to shift into melee with. There's not a lot of special things you can do with it. You can just, fight. And that's not terrible. That is a Gim Camouflage. That is pretending to be a gym, but it actually has better skills than a gym. And for one thing, it has the false beacon skill, I believe it is, which lets it disguise itself as an ally on your radar. And it can use the anti-ship rifle, which is actually a really good weapon. And I think it has a dodge roll too, so yeah, it's not exactly a fair contest between a gym and a Gim Camo, but if the idea of it is to ambush gyms, it works. See, that is the Zaku 1 over there. I have type advantage, and also the thing about the Zaku 1's bazooka is that the Zaku 1's bazooka only has 3 rounds. So if you can keep yourself alive for 3 rounds, through 3 rounds of fire, you can do pretty well. Right now, I was trying to get back to C and keep it for the team, but that is not working out. And, let's see, yep, got myself good and killed. Sometimes I do the tunnel vision thing, and it does not work out. Don't get so fixated on one goal and one target that you can't deal with what's in front of you. I mean, that's, I guess, just good life advice, too. But, yeah, if I had focused on that Zaku 1 that I had advantage against and had used most of its bazooka rounds without hitting me, I would have been much better off than, trying to boost past 3 enemies and getting myself killed, trying to keep that checkpoint we're not keeping. As it is, though, yeah, I'm going to go over and take D, because just the more waypoints you have and the more airstrikes you can launch, frequently the better off you are. Plus, it's 50 points, and in a 200-point room, 50 points is worth going to grab if you can. So, plus, the whole team now is dead, so that's may as well give us a new point to spawn from, and hopefully, be able to spawn in en masse and go back to C and fight. That is one piece of advice I don't think I have given in this game frequently enough, which is that sometimes it is very much to your advantage to wait for your allies to be ready to spawn in. That's why they show you how long it takes for an ally to spawn, because that way you can coordinate yourselves, come in together fresh, and focus fire on the enemy and do a lot of damage. So that is frequently the best way to turn a bad round around, is to coordinate with your allies and come in together. One nice thing about the 100mm machine gun, I think it is, that the gym can use, is that it reloads fairly quickly. Also does fairly good damage and stuns, so those are all good qualities. And I think, I thought that person might be about to boost up and try and fight me, but that's a Recon Zaku that just hit me with its weird long-range machine gun. The Zaku 1 sniper could use that as well, but it was not great. Let's see. Pretty good tactic from that Zaku 1. If it had either launched into a tackle or started its melee a little quicker, it would have caught me. So I was expecting a little bit more time to react. But let's see, Jim Sniper on me now. Luckily, I've got an ally with me, so that's the important thing. And the person, of course, that spawned into my right that looks like an ally is a Gim Camouflage, because that is an enemy spawn point we're at. So right now, focusing on the sniper, it can do the most damage to both of us here, because that is a Gym Trainer, which unfortunately died in my backing me up in this silliness. Somebody else is calling for support. I'm amazed that counter tackle didn't take, but at least the melee did. It's not true of all mobile suits, but with a lot of them, if you counter tackle someone, you will have time to get a melee strike in afterwards. Again, doesn't always work. Against certain targets, it works pretty well. But there's that Gym Sniper back, and now I'm dead. See, allies are requesting support fire. And let's see. Yeah, we are keeping together pretty well here, which is good. There's one person, number 2. The Recon Zaku is heading up a little far, but they're fighting someone, which is a good reason to be doing that. Their damage and mine together stunned that person, so I got the pursuit stopped, which just happens. Whoever actually does the attack that staggers is the one that gets the pursuit stopped notice, so that's not a bad thing, though. I don't think it's anything they score you on, but it does show you your stats on how many pursuits you have stopped or how much damage you have done to enemies pursuing other allies during the match. I'm kind of in a bad spot here. I would have been better off probably swinging at that Gym Trainer, but I am very dead. Yeah, getting yourself caught between two enemies, never a good plan. So that was my mistake. I thought I had a little more support from up top, but I think they couldn't. They were not able to get at a good angle to attack those guys. Those guys are now coming up, though, so I should be able to drop in and do something. Now we're a little spread out, and it concerns me, but we've still got the high score with 30 seconds left. 500's not a big lead, but it is a lead. And I'm at least in a position to back this person up, which is good, which is what I should be doing. So that's good. Number 2 is still alive. We've got 20-some seconds. That person is moving in to try and deal with 2. Missed my melee. They missed their tackle, so... And now I tackled to keep them still. And my attack did take, but it did not stop them from swinging, which means that my ally got killed. But it was really kind of foolish of me to do that, because if they had managed to focus on me in that last second and get me killed, they probably would have won the match. But they didn't, and I made it, and I'd say it was a decent round, so I got top score at 1500, so yeah, I've definitely done worse. So that is going to do it for Gundam Battle Operation 2. We will be back soon with more, so until next time, everybody take care and have fun. Later! I hate to say it, but the standard gym really is kind of outclassed in the low point rooms. It may seem counterintuitive to you, but it can actually do better at higher levels in higher cost rooms. At level 5, a 300-point gym can use a level 5 machine gun in a 300-point room, and that's a lot of extra damage. Because damage increases with a weapon level, so does, in certain cases, range, but in the case of the machine guns, magazine size. So you get more shots before you have to reload, and they do more damage.